crisis we're facing. There are stunning test scores out of Baltimore. They show that across nearly 24 schools, not a single student was able to do grade level math, not a single one. My next guest is a loving mother whose son attends first grade at one of those schools. Her name is Davita Allen, and it's wonderful to have you. Tell us a little bit about how you discovered this news and what you tried to do to help your son.
So we had actually saw last week when it was spoke about on the news on Fox. I was going to bed and my husband said, "Oh my gosh, look, our son's school was on," and we sat up and we watched the story, and that was our first notification of how the children were testing at that school.
And you've been a pretty proactive mom, as I understand it, being a part of the parent-teacher organization and being there. What do you think's going wrong?
I know in the case with our school, our son goes to a language immersion school. So one of my concerns has always was questioning the model. These children are learning in a different language. And what I had always said was key is that it's great that they're learning in another language, but they also need to be proficient in English and learning everything in English. And I think that some of the drawback with our son's school is it's so much focus on the language part and they're dropping the ball in the other areas such as math.
You have other children, I understand it. One went to a private school, your daughter and your son went to a charter high school. Do you think that you might change something with your younger son?
Yes, we're actually looking to put him into private school as well. Here in Baltimore, you always think, you try to go with the thought sometimes that maybe a charter school is better. And
it's either
now this is the second time that we're actually let down, because even with our older son, for high school, he wasn't doing the work. So I actually had requested for him to be held back. And the response I got was that socially, they were concerned about the ramifications. And I said, yeah, but you're promoting him and he hasn't done the work. He doesn't deserve it. I don't even understand how he was able to graduate high school, to be honest.
You have a new governor there, Governor Wes Moore. He's an exciting young governor in the country. Listen to what he said at his inaugural.
The state just needs to strategically use its assets and resources to unlock its potential. That starts with education. We can no longer separate our vision for economic prosperity from the duty to make Maryland's public schools the best in the nation. These two things are inextricably linked.
So that's a lofty goal, and one that I know that he would try to meet. I know that you don't believe the teachers are the problem. You think it's the system. And so what, as a parent, as a concerned citizen, who do you go to try to fix the system? Who would listen?
I think it's about holding our administrators accountable. You have to be vocal. You have to be involved. You have to question. You have to challenge. And I think that when we look at our CEO and we're seeing how much money she's making and we're still seeing that our students are not thriving, you're starting to question, where are the funds being allocated? Where are things going wrong? How come there's not enough early intervention? And when you see other counties thriving, why is it that counties such as Montgomery County, Howard County, those counties are able to thrive, but why is Baltimore City systematically failing continuously year over year?
There are very good questions. I love being in touch with you. I hope we see you again soon. Davita Allen, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to...
And here to react is